Hello, and we're almost up to 500 wins with Death Knight. Last class we haven't got to 500 wins with yet. We should do it now, hopefully without too much of a problem. Playing new deck, 72% win rate, pretty good. We've been experimenting with lots of different decks. Unfortunately, we tend to get bored playing the same deck over and over. Weapon very important against Paladin. Want something a bit more lower curve against it. Okay. Got our hero power with the staff after turn 2 to knock off his little 1/1s. Baron's good. Okay, we don't swing with this because we want to have as many charges with the weapon as we can. It's going to be very hard to survive early. I think here we don't need to use our hero power. We'll just use the our weapon. Just use the hero power. We'll play Chillful Baron. Hopefully we'll draw something useful. Tomb Trader would be good. And they're going to coin up Boogie Woogie here. Because we're only going to be able to swing with weapon once. So if he plays more than one minion, we're going to have to sort of like absorb the damage. Okay, just thinking. I mean, on turn 2, 3, where you got a coin with Paladin, there's so many different ways you can play. Okay. Alright, so play this. We'll take out. We'll take out this one. He wants to trade that in. Could just kill it next turn with a weapon. But yeah, if he kills this, we play this. Yeah, he should get a head on board the first few turns. Yeah, especially if you get that. Let's see what we got. So we can always take out the 2/1, I guess. Depends what he wants to do here. He's coining out another 1/1. Yeah. Okay, it looks like he's getting ready for a what's it called turn where he plays a 4-mana aura. It's pretty obvious he's kind of telegraphed that. So I need to get rid of as much as I can here. Oh, Blood Boil. Does Blood Boil work here? Yes, it does beautifully. Oh, this is so good. He's going to be very upset now. Let's see if he does. Okay. So if he gets 6 plus 8 damage, he could do 14 damage to me, but I'm going to heal up for 8. 14, so I'm going to be at 22 with a clear board now. Okay. Thank you.
My undying gratitude.
Everything comes to plan there. So I want to heal up as much as I can, so I'm not going to trade there. There we go. We've got a bit more removal now, which is nice.
All I can eat. Reporting for duty.
How do we do this? Oh.
You no take pickaxe.
We only need one.
Maggot.
Yeah, it's nice. Very efficient removal so far. And because of all the minions he's been swarming the board with. That made my Resker down to 6 now. I've got Primus hopefully to stabilize. Probably use the 2/3/3 taunts, I'm guessing.
Reporting for duty.
What's he going to do here? Eldrin the Court. Ooh, is he playing with the Divine Shield thingy? Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's good. Alright, okay, so we play this. Got to kill as much as we can. Don't leave him with any minions.
The citadel
Draw.
stands strong. I'll put it back.
Actually, I think we just hold here. I think this could be very important to help me remove stuff. So we could play Primus next, and okay, see what he gets. This will be my most expensive card, so when I get my legendary Excavate minion, it's gonna replay this. A heal up for 8. It's nice to replay your Primus to get a double bite at the blood, the runes of blood. If he plays big minions, we'll hold. We won't play Primus until I guess he plays something big. Maybe we could play next turn with the 3/3s. He might have some AoE. I'm not sure. This is the most expensive 2 cards now.
Reporting for duty.
Well, that's very good. That helps me draw a card. More options. And I can actually play this as well now.
I say resolve.
I'd rather get the value rather than... Oh yes.
You have earned an eternity of toil.
Now he's in trouble. I hope. We should win this quite easily now. Just, ooh. Ooh. That is a card. If I get my, what's it called? Let's just... Yeah, let's just go face with it now so we can get as many plagues into the deck as we can. A lot of frost plagues he's got. Yeah, that should mess him up seriously now. That's an 8-drop he can't play. And there may be an 8-drop he's trying to play here. We'll see. Amethyst doesn't do very much. Just takes 4 damage off, 2 from here, 2 from there.
Remember this day, for you are graced with
So play the Countess. Okay, so now play the Primus. That should heal us up massively. Oh, 1 minute. Do we have lethal here? 13, 14, 15, 16 with hero power. Oh, we've got this. Yeah, we've got lethal.
No reprieve. I'll put it back. Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Yeah. Nice. Just throw a rock at his head. Okay. We have 1 more game till we hit 500. EXCAPLAGUE Death Knight, that's why I call it. Because like a mixture of obviously Excavate cards and play cards. You see that? 499. Here we go. This is for all golden lineup for me. Finally. Demon Hunter took me ages to get to 500 wins. We had a good stint with it when we were playing Relic and Outcast Demon Hunter. There's a good number of games there, but besides that, Demon Hunter hasn't really been my type of deck. Oh, and talking of Demon Hunter,
Now, all will serve me
right, I think.
in death.
Well, let's work it out. yeah. I don't think we can play this. Tomb Traitor might be very important to help me clear boards. We can't really take this though. Yeah, Tomb Traitor. We've got 2 of them. Okay, fine. Right, so we've got some plagues to help us clear boards and swing the board. I think we skip turn 1.
Who's hiding now?
This is tricky. I don't want to use this on that. Playing this is just gonna let him value trade. Alright, let's do it.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Hopefully the plagues will mess him up a bit.
I race, you fold.
Perfect. Oh, interesting.
Share my pain.
I'll just do this instead then. I'll save my in-hand removal. He's got a coin there. I've got to keep my health total very high against him. Once he gets a board going, could be in trouble. Tomb Traitor should be very important to help me survive here. Ah, I see he's building up to something. Okay, I'm just going to play this clean.
The more you struggle, the better.
I think ooh. This could mess him up. If he plays a what's it called, I could play this, then develop my board. Give me a chance to stop his chaining naggers and spells together.
If 3 rights make a left.
One minute, if I play it now,
My rule is eternal.
it's a very big trump card this. I don't think I play it now. I think I have to save it. How many outcast cards can I have? Okay. That's fine. Okay, so just smashing me in my face here.
The citadel stands strong.
So he's waiting for outcast cast cards so he can draw more than just one card here. So he's got a terrible hand, but you know, we can gain 3 cards. Anything which draws cards for him, he's going to be okay now.
Is it even possible?
Wow,
Most intriguing.
that is a really bad hand he has.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Summoned it. Alright.
Icy resolve.
So this is getting close now. I've still got my removal here. Graveyard Shifter gives me more minions. Makes this get cheaper quicker.
Pick me! Pick me!
Go forth and defile these lands.
Still not sure where I should be playing coffee. Yeah.
Possible.
Brewmaster. Maybe we just play for the tempo here.
The exit is this way. I say resolve.
Any questions?
Shall suffer.
He wipes off this board, this becomes blue. Remember, if he triggers this, that could
You
end up.
possess truth. I yield.
For now. For the wars to come.
Let's quickly get everybody a deck tracker. And here we go. We have hit 500 wins with Death Knight. Way. Cool. Nice. Okay. Up to where are we? Diamond 3. Without too much of a trouble. Yeah. Nice. Oh, golden patchwork. Nice. Golden Marigon, which I think I've got anyway, but whatever. Okay, let's have a look at the actual deck. I've come up with my own decks. None of them are quite working yet, so we're still working on stuff, but this is a really good deck. It's not S tier by any means, but it definitely hard counters the slower decks, especially the Highlander decks, or the Reno decks as they're called as well. Okay, so basically this is your classic plague deck. We've got everything. You've got the Stuff of Primus, you've got the Kvaldir, Down with the Ship, and Hellier. And if you've got the Chain Guardian as well, you've got your big plays like Primus, well, just Primus. We've also got this new card, Reska the Pit Boss. Most games now involve a lot of minions dying, especially saw that in the Paladin game. So this costs 1 less for each minion that's died this game. That means of either side. So this can get very, very cheap very quickly. It can be 0 by turn 6 or 7 easily, I think. Maybe I'm overestimating it a bit, but it gets very cheap. Take control of a random enemy minion, so this is where your calculation has to take place, combining your damage spells like Down with the Ship and your Reap What You Sow. Just ping off the minions which you'd rather not have, and then kill the second last minion, and hopefully it'll all work out nicely where you can get their big minion. That's basically what you want to do. It's pretty straightforward. You got your Astalor, which is just a very big threat. If they're playing slow and defensive, you could just build up your Astalor till you get the 10 mana big burst of 14 damage. Especially good against Mage if they're stalling with what's it called? I keep forgetting what that card's called. The one which only lets him take 1 damage at a time, but because Astalor does 14 individual pings, they go straight through. Was it objection? Not objection. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, Finley is just very good for card draw. If you've got a dead hand, then you just Finley the hand. Especially if you think you're in a matchup where Hellier is very important, just fill up your hand the best you can using Discover cards. You know, the Excavate cards are excellent for this because they replace the hand size. You spend 3 mana, do something useful-ish, you know, 3 damage, it's okay. Not ideal for the mana cost. Or you play your Cobalt Miner, and then you get another minion in hand. You don't play it, so your hand size will gradually grow, making your Finley even more effective. So let's have a look at the the idea of the what's it called, the excavate cards. So we've got a very, very powerful excavate card for Death Knight. Oh, look at that, nice golden one now. Where is it? Here we go. Skeleton crew. Right, so I'm not sure how to get to see it. That's a bit annoying. Alright, okay, fine. So the Azerite crew, when you get your 4th time you excavate, you get the Azerite Rat, which is resurrect your highest cost minion, give it 2/2 reborn and lifesteal. And so the main targets for this are going to be Reska, which is a rush minion with an incredibly powerful death rattle. So you're going to get an 8/5 with the rush. So once I actually had, for lethal, I had to steal my opponent's Ragnaros, but he happened to give me a banana, so I buffed up the Ragnaros to 9 health. The Reska came in with 8 attack, it died, and when it died it stole the Ragnaros, giving me a nice lethal with the Ragnaros, which I just stole from him. And a 9/1 Ragnaros it was in the end. Right, remember, and this has got remember, it's got, what do you call it? It's got reborn. So that means you can use this twice in a row. So only the first one will have 8/5 and lifesteal, but the second one will be you know, just your regular Reska. What else does it have? It has reborn lifesteal. That's it. Okay. Right, the other minions which you can do, I love to get the Primus back with Reska. Imagine you got Primus, you just ate something big, especially in the mirror matchup. Let's say you just eat something big, and then you bait your opponent into Primusing your Primus, and then suddenly out of nowhere, boom, you get the Azerite, whatever it's called, Azerite Rat, and you resurrect your Primus, and then this super big Primus on the other side, you just take all their health, so you can stabilize against an aggressive Death Knight. But be careful he doesn't do the same thing to you, so keep track of the number of excavates he's done if you're trying to do something like that. We've just got bog standard, you know, school teachers, excellent, one of the best cards ever created, probably. Tomb Traitor, just for that AoE. I've learnt after many Plague Death Knight games that, yeah, Tomb Traitor burns a plague, but the chances of him drawing plagues at any time in the game besides the late game is very... You can't rely on it, basically. It's a nice little bonus when they draw a plague, but you can't build your win condition in the mid-game based on the number of plagues you put in. Because even if you have, like, let's say 20 plagues, which is more than usually you can do, and they've got 10 cards left, so they've got 2 in 3 chance of drawing a plague, fine, they'll probably draw 1 plague. The chance of drawing a second plague in any given turn is going to be it's going to be 4 in 9, so it's less than 50% chance. So, and that's a ridiculous scenario. That's already close to the end game. But if they've got 15 cards, if they've got 15 plagues, it's just not worth it. So burning 1, instead of having 15 plagues and 15 cards, they'll have 14 plagues and 15 cards, which is not that much of a difference. So burning a plague, don't worry about it at all. If you need to control the board, that's a much bigger priority than the plagues. The plagues are just a side benefit until late game. Right, Prison of Yogg-Saron, yeah, it's we've got a quiet game. You managed to get that on, or we're in a desperate situation. You can send this against a critical opponent's minion, or you can send it face. Don't send it against your face hoping you're going to get healed. It's unlikely to happen. Right, then finally you've got all the excavate cards, so you've just got your 1/1. Nothing much to say about that. your 3 damage, and then you've got for turns 5 and, well, your 5th and 6th excavate is going to be skeleton crew, where you can get your big legendary out of it. Yeah, it's only 6. We didn't put any other excavate cards into the deck because main things you get to number 4, where you get the legendary one. Anything else is, you know, it's going to unbalance the deck. You could put in, if you really want to go full excavate, you could put in the neutral ones. Oh yeah, by the way, we don't put this in because it's nice to have something which resurrects, but 2 places in the deck, it's just not worth it. 2/1's too easy to kill. The other card you could put in if you want to excavate is Burrow. What's it called? Burrow Buster, which gives you that. Really cool cards here, actually. The Rogue one's crazy. 4 random spells. If you've excavated 8 times, which Rogue can do, they cost 0. So you get 4 random spells, which costs 0, which can be crazy, but I don't think anyone's got that to work yet. Not as far as I've seen. And the Warrior one is absolutely fantastic as well. But anyways, about the Azerite Rat, if you want to put an extra 2 Barrow Busters in, I'm not sure what you take out. The core cards of this deck, you've got the Baron, you've got the Vizier, very important cards just to glue everything together to give you that card draw engine and that card generation engine. Tailor making your spells for what you need in the game. Any tips on how to do this? Don't be scared of just playing this without the dying beforehand, because at the end of the day it does discover your spell. It just won't be too cheaper. So if you've got nothing else to play, don't hold it. However, yeah, if you can arrange it, then yeah, it's probably worth it in the long run. As the way that Hearthstone works at the moment is it's useful to build up value beforehand and then burst onto the board with huge amounts of tempo in one massive burst, and it's just going to be too hard for the opponent to deal with. So that's why it might be worth, if you've got 5 mana, don't play Nerubian Vizier and something else. What you do is you spend 2 mana actually using hero power, make your little hero power ghoul die, and then play the Vizier, which will get you a spell. So it could get you a 9-cost Scourge or something like that. I've done that a few times. Which you could play turn 7. Yeah, which is basically you can coin it out the very next turn if you just did that little combo with 5 mana. We've got one more card. Yeah, so Hardcore Cultist, because we don't have that much AoE, and the only one we've got is really Tomb Traitor. So this actually works out really nicely. It's not too hard to actually trigger the finale, because you do have quite a range of different cost cards. So you can always make it down to 3 mana and then play the Cultist, which gives you very nice AoE. I've actually combined it with Tomb Traitor before. 7 mana, play this, 3 AoE, and then 2 AoE here. And you get a 4/3 and a 2/1 on the board. So it's a bit better than a Flame Strike when you pair them together. I think that's basically the decks. Yeah, so for Mulligans, if you think you're, well, against Paladin, always keep the staff. And any low-cost cards which might help you deal with it. You saw in the game there, I kept Tomb Traitor because I thought he would be bursting onto the board a bit faster than he did. But yeah, it was a good choice, I think. I think every single game you always keep Hellier, I think. I don't think of a situation where you don't get Hellier, because you get Hellier early, it's absolutely crazy. you can just feel free to put as many plagues in as you want and not worry that they're going to get burnt up before you get your Hellier, because you've played your Hellier already. So that gives you much more freedom. Just use a staff every time to put another plague in. So I would also keep Hellier. Chillfall and Baron. If you're going first, so you only get 3 cards, I would keep it. If you're going second, where you're going to have 4 cards and 5 cards when it gets to your turn, plus coin, might not be necessary, depends what else you've got in hand. Otherwise, if you're getting something aggressive, keep down the ship and reap what you sow, things like that, or the low cost minions which you can use to trade. If you're against a slow deck, like one which you're really going to go late with, mulligan everything just for the Hellier, because you've got no worries early game that they're going to kill you or swarm you because they're a slow deck. So you might as well go for your key card, and hopefully if they're running Steam Cleaner, you'll get your Hellier down a long time before they find the Steam Cleaner, and you'll have a lot of benefit from the spells, from their plagues. So keep Hellier, mulligan for Hellier against slow decks, against decks which you need AoE, keep Hold Core Cultist, even Tomb Trader, against like Paladin type decks which have got little annoying little minions. They get any cheap minions which you can just plonk on board, and you can trade once or twice into different minions, and the staff obviously as well. If you do face a very slow deck, it might be worth keeping Finley if you've got it, because that's the one way where you can look for your Hellier. If you've got 8-9 cards in hand, then this draws you 8 cards, which is a very high chance after your deck's down to like 15 cards. It's very likely Finley's gonna hit the Hellier. If it, in combination of the first decks, because basically there's only 7 cards which you're not going to come across where Hellier has to be. Either the first 15 cards you've drawn Hellier, and if you haven't, then it's going to be the last 7 in your deck, so, or 8 or 9. Alright, so that's Excavate Death Knight, and at the moment we're running, I think, what was it? Something like 70. Let's bring up the deck tracker. Okay, so here is the win rate so far. Well, we've been finding, once we got used to this deck, we're actually on a bit of a streak now, it seems. That's nice. 74% win rate, 20 wins, 7 losses. Win, loss, win, 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 loss, win, win, loss, win, 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 loss, loss, win, loss, loss. And I pulled it back a bit. Yeah. Okay. Strange how you get streaks of wins and streaks of losses. Very strange. Yeah. Anyway, so that is this deck. I hope you try it out. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. You can climb with it, but it's not the best deck for climbing at the moment, but I think it's pretty solid and it's a lot of fun, and you can get to 500 wins with Death Knight if you play it. So thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.